While you're watching this, part of your brain is quietly asking a question. Should I keep watching or switch to something easier? That calculation is automatic, and if you feel like discipline has been getting harder every year, it's not because you're weaker, it's because your brain has been retrained. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain doesn't care about your goals, it cares about energy efficiency. Every action you consider gets evaluated instantly. High effort, uncertain reward, reject. Low effort, guaranteed stimulation, approve. That system kept your ancestors alive, but in 2026, it's being exploited. Your phone is the most efficient dopamine delivery device ever created, and dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical, it's the anticipation chemical. It spikes when something might be rewarding. That's why scrolling feels magnetic. Every swipe is a maybe. Maybe something funny, maybe something shocking, maybe something validating. Your brain lights up in anticipation. But here's the problem. When you flood your brain with easy dopamine, it adapts. Your receptors downregulate, which means normal life starts to feel flat. Reading feels slow. Work feels painful. The gym feels unbearable. You're not lazy. You're overstimulated. And here's where it gets deeper. The more you chase easy stimulation, the more effort starts to feel like punishment. Your brain recalibrates the effort-to-reward ratio. Hard things feel irrational. Soft things feel necessary. And slowly, you begin identifying as someone who just isn't disciplined. That's the real damage, not distraction. Identity erosion. But here's what most people misunderstand about dopamine resets. It's not about quitting pleasure, it's about retraining anticipation. Because dopamine spikes in anticipation of what your brain expects to be rewarding. Right now, your brain expects rewards from scrolling, not from effort. That's reversible, but not through willpower, through recalibration. And this is the part no one prepares you for. The first 48 to 72 hours feel awful. Restlessness, irritability, boredom. Your brain isn't failing, it's recalculating. When you remove high-intensity stimulation, your reward system dips before it rises. Most people quit here. They interpret discomfort as proof it's not working. But that discomfort is neurological withdrawal. You're lowering the brightness so natural light becomes visible again. Now here's the shift. Don't think in terms of dopamine detox, think in terms of reward reassignment. You're teaching your brain that effort predicts satisfaction, and satisfaction is different from pleasure. Pleasure is immediate and fading. Satisfaction is delayed and stabilizing. When you finish a workout, when you complete a project, when you read 30 pages without checking your phone, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin. That combination builds identity, and identity is stronger than motivation. The goal isn't to eliminate stimulation forever, it's to lower the baseline so effort becomes stimulating again. And here's the paradox. Once your system recalibrates, discipline feels easier than distraction, because distraction leaves residue, mental clutter, guilt, fragmented focus. Discipline leaves clarity. That's not self-help talk, that's neural reinforcement. Every time you choose delayed reward, you strengthen your prefrontal cortex. You're literally increasing your capacity for future discipline. But this isn't a one-time reset. Your brain will always drift toward efficiency, so your environment has to do half the work. Make distraction inconvenient. Make effort easy to start. Phone out of bedroom, apps deleted, workout clothes visible, book on desk. Reduce friction for the version of you want to become. Because here's the real question. Is discipline actually harder, or is living in constant mental noise harder? Short-term ease creates long-term resistance. Short-term resistance creates long-term ease. And that's the calculation your brain is constantly making. Right now, distraction feels like relief. But on the other side of recalibration, effort feels like momentum. You don't need more willpower. You need your reward system back. And in the next episode, We'll break down why boredom might be the most powerful mental state you've been avoiding.